Is that better? Oh man, I played the whole league without any sound. That's annoying. Streamlabs OBS has just been really fucking up for me today. It wasn't even working originally. Oh no. Thanks for pointing that out, John. Really appreciate it. How's it going, Slayerfall? Appreciate the follow too. Let me play a sword. This is the first match. I guess, thanks. Oh no, I'm just dead, aren't I? Okay, well now I can't push this. So... we're gonna need something. Bobble. Oh crap, I wanted to crack this. Playing softly. I didn't want to crack this one either. I'm like rushing because I only have 7 minutes now. Like my moto crashed in the beginning and then just all things are just not going the way I wanted to. Hopefully we draw Liliana now. We need to draw Goyf. What's our next draw? This doesn't matter. I mean, we should know what they're drawing. Archmage's Charm. Wow. We had like a bunch of redraws. Didn't matter. This is like the downside of streaming. It's like like you have to like you can't focus on the game. You have to like all these other elements to like Streamlabs just not working very well, and then I literally spent like a half hour before streaming like trying to figure out why my screen wasn't projecting. Like it was just like a black screen. I mean they had Archmage's Charm on top too, so that draws into removing my threat. But I really need to like a Goyf on top and equip the sword. Kaya's guy would have been a good draw. I just took a lot of damage there in that game. And I just couldn't draw a threat. Like I guess my Skoos got bolted. I drew the Lurrus, which was nice. I guess I should have Liliana plus first and then played the Lurrus. That was a misplay too. That would have been a little more mana efficient. So I guess on game, yeah. This is game 3 of match 1, just for everyone who just started tuning in. Yeah, that extra text on Bone Crusher Giant's pretty real. I think there was a turn where I remember there was game 1 or game 2 where I just took a hit from the Brazen Borrowers because I wanted to see. No, that was game 1. So this game I just took a lot of unnecessary damage, I think. Ugh. This is I'm gonna lose a Blood Moon, but I don't think we can like not mulligan this. Let's see what our opponent has on top. Relic. Yeah, Relic really is really good against us when we don't draw a Stoneforge Mystic package. Okay, so they just have double Relic and Lightning Bolt. That's fine. So we're just gonna take it to rule the spell. play Relic. Relic of Prejudice is just really good against us, which is kind of annoying. Stoneforge Mystic. I think I want to play that first because they have Sinkhole and they can't cast it yet. Not even close. Flooded Strand. I guess I can cast Sinkhole next turn. Kaya's Guile. Trying to figure if I want to just play this Goyf or just flash in the sword. I think I want to just play Goyf here. So we know like a Sinkhole and that's it. Okay. Double Relic is really, really annoying because that means our Goyf is just never going to get big. And now they can Sinkhole. I guess I should not play Goyf just because I know they have a 2 relics in play, but I kind of just want another threat too. Are they gonna Blood Moon us? Oh, that's fine. Hopefully they don't have Force. Man, these double relics are just a pain in the ass. They took it. That's cute. No Force. We're also short on time too. I have to play a little bit faster. Play the Steam Vents. I know no cards in hand. If I can connect with this, that'd be huge. Like if I had a bolt, they would have bolted it. Okay. Still 2-3. Spell Bomb. I guess we'll just play the Spell Bomb now. Just to be more mana efficient. Surprised they didn't just crack it. I guess they're trying to conserve damage, but I don't know. I really hope they don't draw on a Braid. Oh, they cycle. Okay. Interesting. So they must have drawn that off the first relic activation. So I'm gonna play the relic, or sorry, the bauble, and then attack first. So if they crack this relic, we can crack this in response and still get a point of power in. Okay. I guess I should I should have cracked this in response to them. Remand. Okay, good to know. Four minutes. No better feeling than beating combo decks. Yeah. Oh my gosh. They are just drawing all the relics, which is funny. I just need them to not draw an Abrade. I agree. I do need to click faster. I lost like 5 minutes because my moto crashed 3 times in the beginning of the stream. So like I actually should be ahead on time, which is annoying, but what are you gonna do? Cryptic command? No cryptic command. Okay. So they have remand, so I'm just gonna play Scoy from pass. I could also just not do it too. But I kinda wanna get the remand out of their hand. Take the upkeep trigger off. I can't like pass priority either because I need to hold the spell bomb up. Yikes. Okay. That was a good draw. I don't know any of the cards in hand, so that's fine. F6. Well, we fought. Oh my god, they drew a 4th relic. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Forest. Man, the 4th relic hurt just because we have Lurrus in hand. Okay. Yeah, I think so too. I'm not gonna look at in chat. I'm gonna try to finish this game. Okay. That's good for us, because now we can finally get this, like, Lurrus bobble loop going. Trying to figure if I want to push this. Cool. So they just have multiple Snapcaster ranges, got it. Sack a dude, make him 1/1. Sure. They have Sanctuary in the graveyard. Or in the hand. The Scavenging Ooze in play. It can't kill me on the Crackback. I can kill them on the Crackback. Okay, Triumph. Okay. What? Time has you on tilt? Okay. I don't play the Lurrus because I wanted to play around Anger of the Gods. That's why I didn't play Lurrus. Sorry, I usually voice my lines, but obviously I have 28 seconds on the clock. You know, you just gotta not worry about time and just kind of just focus a little bit. I try to be a little more interactive with the chat, and I hate it when I'm short on time because I can't discuss my lines. Like me literally losing 5 minutes in the beginning of the game literally cost me entertainment value for the stream. But what are you gonna do? I think some lines that I took were a little unintuitive, and I think some of the lines I took might have been a little rushed and not correct. Maybe like I could have seen playing Lurrus instead of Kaya's Guile, and then just playing the Spellbomb. I kind of wanted to just get the board clear and just kill my opponent because time like pause 4-2-3 like said in the chat, like time is kind of my biggest enemy here, and I wanted to make them sack do like I could make see an argument for just gaining life, and I was 1 mana short of entwining, which kind of sucked. But I wanted to make a 1/1 so it make sure I don't just randomly die to a Brazen Borrow attack and then just die to a Bolt. So that's why this 1/1 was kind of clutch, just to be able to block them, because they needed to like kill the spirit, this random 1/1, and then attack and kill me, right? So they needed like multiple things. I knew their hand, and they only had a Mystic Sanctuary, and I know that I can, and like I have a Scavenging Ooze that stops their Mystic Sanctuary, so like that's why I took that line. That was close. Second, if it attacked, it was lethal too. Yep, exactly. I didn't want to attack with it though, because I felt like I had enough time to play it safe. That's why I didn't attack with the spirit. I felt like if I only had like 5 seconds, I would have attacked all. But I think holding it back, knowing all the cards in the hand, which was just a Mystic Sanctuary, I felt like it was safe with the time I had to just attack with what I have and not play also into an Anger of the Gods either. Because I felt like Anger of the Gods is what hurts them also, because then they don't have a clock either. But I guess they're like what you said in the chat, pause, like they're playing for the time. Because I think I was pretty ahead of that game, obviously. I'm gonna be right back. That was an intense game. I'm gonna get some water real quick. I'm gonna be right back. Hope everyone's having a fine Saturday evening. Hope you guys are staying safe. Putting them in a spot type everything rather than risking everything really that you probably already can get scenes better. Yep, exactly. That's exactly why I left the spirit back. I felt like you're opening up an avenue to get blown out, and like opening an avenue to lose the game if you attack for that spirit. I think a lot of people might have just attacked because like that's lethal, but it's one of those things that like we're not in a position where we need to kill them that turn. And I think that's one of the things about like mid-range decks where it's like you position yourself in a way where you set yourself up to where you it's kind of like that mantra like you didn't technically win the game but you won the game, and that's I feel like that's a situation where you're like over 80% to win the game, like way over 80% to win the game. He was boned either way, exactly. Like you're going to win the game either way. So like why are you opening yourself up from going like over 90% to like maybe even like a 60% chance of winning? Like that 20% gap is huge. Are we playing against Dredgetron? Put Mulligan to 5. So he was boned either way. I hope every match is. God damn it. Spoke to. So I was gonna say I hope every match ends up being like that, where they're boned either way, but I guess not. So I guess we're just gonna bobble them. That sucks. So they just have 2/3 Tron. Oh man, this is no bueno. We're probably gonna lose this game. They have natural Tron. Are you serious right now? Opponent's really good at Magic. Okay, we have a trophy. That's good. They have a map. And we have 2 dead Fatal Pushes in hand. So, I'm going to play this Tarmogoyf. They're gonna play. They can't even play their Ugin, so they're probably gonna just play Tron. Hopefully, we can trophy their Ugin. Okay, well, I'm glad I made the changes of adding Fulminator Mages in my sideboard now. It's not a non-zero thing. Don't think it matters. Yeah, I can have my Fatal Push. You got it, buddy. I think I'm just going to concede here. I needed to draw another trophy. We could have another trophy too, but I kind of don't want to reveal what's in my hand either. So 2 Ashioks for them to not search. Fulminators blow up lands. StoneBlade shuts off all their payoffs. Pride Mates destroy like Oblivion Stones, and Dead Scroll will see to turn off their mana. Probably just cut all the removal. Maybe we keep 1 path for like Wormcoil Engine. Cut the Scavenging Uses because they don't do much. So I played a lot of Gruul midrange before I went back to Abzan, and the one sideboard card I missed a lot was actually Ashiok. Like shutting off like fetch lands for Mystic Sanctuary, Scape Shift, stuff like this matchup where they tutor, stuff like that. Like Ashiok has been just a card that's been kind of, I feel like it doesn't get talked enough in this modern format. I feel like it's really, really, really good. I need to make 3 more cuts. I can see cutting like trimming a Stoneforge Mystic here. Maybe we just cut path. Yeah, I was thinking trimming a Stoneforge Mystic and turn 2ing it with the bird on the play in this modern format seems pretty decent too. Just to shut off fetch lands, that sounds pretty gross. Because it also has like it starts with like 5 loyalty, so it's pretty high. I can see just going like this too, and then maybe trimming a Hex Drinker. Let's do that. Sure. Double Thoughtseize into land destruction seems pretty good. I'm gonna leave with a Thoughtseize here. Wow. So I guess we're just gonna take this Thrak Tusk. They have a Wilt, so they probably think we have like Damping Sphere in our sideboard, which it's true. Power Plant. Play Star. Tarmogoyf would be a good draw here. Thank you. Thank you, Doc. And untap land next turn would be a good draw. Tower. So they have Tron. If we don't have a land off the top, we can still Thoughtseize. Veil of Summer. I guess we're incentivized to take the Veil. So they have mine and another tower. As long as they don't top deck anything, knock on wood, we're okay. We just need to fulminate them. Dirty Tron player. You are not wrong. They also just have like a bunch of redraws too. Yep. Land. 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 I guess we'll see what they have on top. No payoff, please. Karin the Great Creator. Yeah, we really needed a land there. I think we had a shot if we had a land. But without a land, we are dead. I'm going to hold a stop on my draw step. That way, if I draw a trophy, which I don't, I could have trophied the land. But that was not the case. We are in so much trouble. Very much so. Tower. Oh, I'll always... yeah, that's kind of how you have to approach this. Like, we just lost this matchup lottery. And that being said, we did have a shot. We had a Fulminator. We could attack next turn. Oh, God. Path? Path? That was too slow. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. We had a shot. Help. Yeah, like, you draw the land or turn 3, you pretty much win the game 100%. Yeah, exactly. I just shake that off. I mean, it's like, what's the likelihood of us getting that and then winning game 3? It's really low. Oh, this hand's better. Lurrus as a companion. Kind of want to put the Triumph away so I can fetch it. Tron games never can. Yeah, technically I'm still 1-0. You can just ignore that 1 in the loss column. Thanks. Swiss Sphere. You got it, buddy. Well, that battered skull means I'm just gonna get a Sword and Fire Nice. I guess I can get a Feast and Famine to protect my Tarmogoyf. That actually might be better. Just to protect, like, because my Goyf's not gonna die to a Lightning Bolt, but it's gonna die to a Fatal Push. So. And now that, like, and the reason why I played Stoneforge Mystic instead of Tarmogoyf is I feel like they're incentivized to kill it, which kind of uses up their mana. Like, we're kind of making them answer us at this point versus, like, playing a Tarmogoyf and they can kind of just ignore the Tarmogoyf because they can't really do anything about it. So we'll see what they do here. Soul Scar Mage, sure. Double Soul Scar Mage. Okay. Well, we got the Sword and Fire Nice. Yeah, that's kind of cool. We just have mono equipment. Hopefully we draw a land. and then we can flash in the equipment and then Roxa. Interesting. To deal with a bad score creature with thing. Yep, exactly. Exactly. So them having Soulscar Mage means like I feel like they're more bolt heavy, Seal of Fire heavy with Lurrus. I kind of want to just ditch this sort of Feast of Famine. Okay. Land on the top, please. Land off the top, please. Land on the top, please. Please, untapped. This one, Thoughtseize is actually a good draw here, just because we can, see if they have any like random like pump spells, which I kind of doubt, but attack. I don't think Crocs is that big of a deal. We're gonna dish this Tarmogoyf. If they escape Crocs, honestly, it's not that big of a deal. Because that means we just equip this Barraskull with the Sword and Fire and Ice, and then we win the game. And that's why I didn't play the Tarmogoyf. Fetch a Forest. Get this guy into play. I also don't think they know about the sword, which probably helps. So this is just GG. Like, unless they have like I guess they could have K command. Trying to figure out if I want to give him a 2-turn clock. I could put him to 8, and then like one more attack kills them. I think I want to deal with the board. I feel like we're just so ahead. I feel like getting this guy pushed, and we're just so screwed. So let's just play a little bit safer here. Lurrus is a good draw. Because now they can play Lurrus, but then they're kind of forced to chump. Like, they have to play Lurrus and then not cast anything. So I kind of like, so if they make that play of just Lurrus and pass the turn, I like equipping the sword onto a Hexdrinker and then attacking. Cool. Like, they have to deal with the sword. So we'll see. Okay. So no K command. So they could still have Fatal Push. I think I like just leveling this guy up. Let's tap this way first. We're the Trump player now. Kind of would just adjust attack of this germ. I don't want them to like. I don't know what cards they have in hand, but I don't want them to like double. Wow. Okay. I don't want them to double. Like play Lava Dart and then like blow it up and then like block this Hex Shrinker. I'm gonna. This is my avenue to victory here. The following turn. Try and find ways to lose. Cling the dust. Sure. Because I don't want to do this and then like bolt me and then they just like double block my Hex Shrinker. I don't want that to happen. Like this Hex Shrinker can't be fatal pushed. So this is like a for sure way to win. Like they can't kill us in the next few turns at all. My opponent's deck is pretty cool though. That's for sure. Like red, black, Lurrus, Rakdos. Okay. That's good for us, because now I have more information on what's in their deck. Or not. They could just have fetch lands. Arid Mace is interesting, because that kind of shows that they don't have Blood Moon. I feel like they'd be more black fetch heavy. But then again, most of the deck is more red. We actually didn't really see much. We just saw a bunch of creatures. Like 1-drops. So I think I like Explosives, Kai's Guile, and some Spell Bombs. Right, so no. So a lot of people think they would board in Veil of Summer, but like they're just so red heavy. So it's like I don't think Veil of Summer is kind of worth it. I think Thought Seizers are kind of bad. I think there's going to be kind of a mid-range match where this card's not going to be as great. I think Feast and Famine is worth it just because they have Fatal Push, so I kind of want all the Stoneforge Mystics. Scavenging is good to stop Lurrus. I want all the removal. If they have Lava Dart Hex Shrinker, it's kind of bad. Maybe I just cut a Hex Shrinker on the draw. Let's go with this. Nice hand. Discard Tarmogoyf, Lurrus. You have Lurrus at a companion, buddy? I have Lurrus. 2 Lurruses in my hand. That counts for double, right? This Bobble's gonna grow my Goyf too? It's gonna be sweet. They bubbled themselves, and then they fetched it away, so they don't like what they saw. And tapped. Okay. That's fair. Interesting that they did that against a discard deck. I wonder if they should just... I feel like the correct play was just to wait. Wow. They wanted to land. Which, again, I think it's better that they did that on my turn. Because if they drew this Fatal Push, that's really bad for them. Now this goes to 4/5, so I have to spend Seal Fire, sure. So they drew the land. Good for them. We drew Basic Swamp, which is good for us. Because now we're pretty much insulated against Blood Moon. We can cast this Lurrus through the Blood Moon. Next turn, I might just play Catacombs and play Spellbomb, and then fetch for a Triome, and then we can crack the Spellbomb, draw a card, and then the following turn we can Lurrus and bring the Spellbomb back. So I can't Seal of Fire plus Tarmogoyf because it's fine. So I just have to spend 2 bolts, which is a favorable exchange for us. Okay. Try to figure if I want to play Temple Garden or just fetch the Triome. I think I want to just fetch the Triome. So the next turn we can play Lurrus, bring back Spellbomb. I also see just waiting a couple turns. No, even then we have a second Lurrus. So next turn we can go Lurrus, bring back Spellbomb. They have to kill it, and then we can bring. And the next following turn they can go Lurrus, bring back Tarmogoyf. So we're kind of slated to do set up pretty well here. Okay. Light up the stage. I smell the light up the stage. Yep. Oh, they can take our Lurrus. That's unfortunate. Yep. So we know 2 out of 3 cards. Luckily, none of them. My opponent spent all of the removal already, so that's good for us. I'm gonna fetch this Triome. I'm gonna crack this Spellbomb. So I'm gonna fetch basic planes here to play around Blood Moon. I could also see just playing Tarmogoyf and then doing Lurrus, bring back Tarmogoyf next turn, but like they have, like from what we've seen, they have no removal on hand. So how's it going, Poison Lady? I'm like, hey, better late than never, buddy. Appreciate you tuning in as always. Appreciate you tuning as always. Sacrifice a creature. That's unfortunate. So that punishes us for taking the line we took, but it's fine, I think. Play the Tarmogoyf. Yep, it's a cool deck, not gonna lie. I really want to entwine this Kaya's Vow, that'd be sweet. Boo. I guess they're holding this Croxa, but yeah. Okay. Sure. It's like a mid-range, more mid-rangey, I think. It's a cool deck. I should have played the tapped the planes just to bluff a trophy or something, but it doesn't really matter. Desk Elemental, yeah, Desk Elemental, that'd be absolutely backbreaking for us. Swiss Sphere. I guess I should have played the Temple Garden. Double Swiss Sphere. Cool. You got it. I'm gonna entwine here. I'm not gonna lie, I've never entwined this Kaya's Gauss before. I've had this in my sideboard for forever, and I've never entwined it. I just never had the mana. So I'm actually kind of excited. Definitely gonna cash it in right now. Cast with entwine. It's pretty gas too, because like they're just so far off escaping this Croxa still. Like the creature dies, and like and we just need an equipment now. And this spirit's gonna be just fantastic. Sword off the top. Yeah, that'd be great. Sword off the top would be much appreciated. I'm not blocking. I guess they're thinking about... I don't know what they're thinking about. Just gonna cast Croxa? It's fine if they just cast Croxa. Okay. Oh, Lurrus. Okay. I think I have the Liliana Plus here. They're gonna discard the Croxa. And I kind of have to protect this Liliana Veil. So I have Lurrus in hand. It's fine. If they play a land and they just re-escape Croxa, I don't care. Another Swiss Sphere. Okay. I think at this point I'm going to crack the Spell Bomb. Because I'm going to need some action. That is not action. Because I kind of want to... I need to kill Lurrus. Sweet. I don't think I mind just cashing this Liliana now. Like, plussing isn't going to do anything. I'd rather just trade it at this point. And I don't think I'm going to block the Spirit yet, so I feel like we're at a high enough life total to just play this out. It's a good game. It's close. EE. Nice. Sure. So no Lurrus to worry about anymore unless they have K Command, which would be really bad. But I felt like I needed to cash in that spell bomb. This is a very, very, very slow race here. Don't pump it. I'm gonna pop it. Trophy. Trying a lot of removal last couple of games. Crack the Sunbait Canyon makes sense. This league is gonna take forever. Cling to dust. Okay. We're actually almost out of fetchable lands too. I think we only have Godless Shrine left if we draw another fetch land. Another Cling. Okay. Surprisingly, they're just doing it at the end of my turn. It's interesting. Habit. Nice. Well, that punished me for putting E on 2. I think this Spirit's on blocking duty now. Especially with this Clingless in your yard too. So they can like make this guy bigger. Is my point. They have another Cling. That's hilarious. So they have Mountain in hand and one unknown. Oh crap, I wanted to crack this. Gosh darn it. I just clicked through. I could have saved myself 5 damage. That's annoying. I guess there's no point in just waiting here. Okay. Hopefully I don't get punished for clicking through. They're gonna Cling. So they have another draw in hand. Oh, I'm gonna lose just because I could have been at 12 and I could have just taken a hit. So now we're gonna get punished for clicking through. That's the thing about casting Escaping Cling to Dust is like the escaping is just so obnoxious. It's so hard to click exactly where you want to escape, and I can tell that's what my opponent's doing. Like it shouldn't take like 10 seconds to escape something. It's not my opponent's. I'm just saying it's like the interfacing of MPGO. Interesting that they chose Fatal Push. Yeah, it's kind of loose. Not attacking is a good thing for us. Yeah, I agree. I also think that if they had a push, they would have pushed the germ and tried to get damage in. So I think this equipping this germ token is pretty safe here. Or maybe not. Maybe it's not safe. Clutch. Let it through. Let it through. Thank you. Now I'm in a more comfortable life total. Yeah. So I think I can safe to like fetch Feast and Famine here. Like I'm not like if they somehow push this germ token, like we're still at a health and life total to like crack back, and I can just re-equip swords or batter skull to Stoneforge Mystic. Nice. We have so many lands. I don't really care about the Spacing Mountain. If this safely equips, then that's just game over. Should we equip some other creature? I'd rather just go all on in this Batter Skull, because if they, the only way we lose this game is if they have push. I'm just gonna crack this now. Is if they have Fatal Push, and if they do, then I'd rather just have it all in, and then we have enough mana to just equip one of our Stoneforge Mystics and attack anyway. So like it's not like we have a low floor because we pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like we do that, that's fine. Like they push it, we just re-equip our Stoneforge Mystic and then just attack. Like it's like it's not a. It's a position where we can go all in on our Batter Skull and be okay, if that makes sense. Like I think equipping the Stoneforge Mystic is kind of what's the word? Like that means they can. I guess they wouldn't necessarily chump with one of the Swift Spears. I think they could just take the hit. But then I'd rather just be able to... Because like for them to interact, they need to push before the equip resolve, so I'd rather just see what they have in hand, and if they don't, then we just win the game. My first match was Blue Moon, and my second match was Tron. So you can probably guess what I beat and what I lost to. Game 2 against Tron, we had a chance. We could have, if we had a third land on the play, we could have Fulminated their land, and we had a 5/6 Scoif. And I think we would have won the game if we hit a third land, because then we would have kept them off Tron. And we knew exactly everything in their hand, and we knew they had like a 2-of tower, I think, so we would have just blown up power plant. And I don't think they drew it, so I think we would have definitely won the game, but who knows how game 3 would have worked out. Like, we probably would have lost game 3 anyway, but like still kind of what ifs, right? We having so like I feel like against Tron, like we winning game 2 is kind of like easier. Like we're probably over 50% to win game 2 against Tron on the play, but like on the draw against Tron is just so bad. Which is why I have 2 damping spheres instead of going all in on the Fulminators. Because I feel like on the draw, damping sphere gives us a chance. So we'll see how it goes. Just lost matchup roulette, but beating like Black Red Prowess and Blue Moon is pretty good feeling. So Mike picks 7. Yes, I would like to go first. This hand is okay. We need a threat here, but going double discard is something that we can't really complain about. Opponent mulligan to 6. I think the black horse is the one to fight blue red prowess. That'd be an interesting match. Black red versus blue red. Probably black red probably wins just because of the fatal push. Yeah. Yeah, Tron could easily be through. They just have the nuts. Yeah. And they just have Tron again. They're against Tron, which sucks. I'm gonna take the stirrings. Hopefully we have a Tarmogoyf on top. If we do, then we can turn 3 Thoughtseize plus trophy. They have a map. Well, that sucks balls for us. I guess at this point we just like fucking just trophy their land. I play mine, so we know all the cards in our hand. We'll see if they like play power plant. If they're like fucking dumb. Kling seemed pretty good too in that matchup. So okay. So we need Tarmogoyf off the top. I guess we just get around him. We're gonna bubble ourselves. See if we need to fetch anything away. Bleeding Marsh. Is it worth thought seizing now? I guess so. Oops. Take the Ballista, I guess. Their one and only payoff. So they're far off Tron, which is good. Okay. We have a clock. Okay. They have a sphere in hand, but they played the star. So we know 2 of the 4 cards. Okay, now we know 3 of the 4 cards. They have mismatching force too. So I'm gonna kill the power plant because that's the card that they fetched for. Hopefully they don't have it. Nice. God, we apply pressure on turn 4. Can we get out of this? Hopefully they play force and just pass. Alright. Don't play Karn. Discard spell off the top would be nice. Staring Bridge, that's fine. If we get like an Inquisition on top, we just, yes, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're just so far off casting everything. So we're gonna take the bridge. Attack Karn. Follow this guy up to 6. Oh my god. They're so bad. They're not gonna lose. Oh my god. I don't. Why aren't they just? They can just cast a Wormcoil Engine and we just like. Okay, well that's good too. Oh my god. We stole round 1 against Tron. Okay, because of Trophy. Yeah, this is why you play Assassin's Trophy. This is why you play Assassin's Trophy. Alrighty, okay. Damping Sphere, Hex Drinker. Hex Drinker. So good. Alright, so let's just. One thing I wish Ashok did was I wish it stopped Karn. I wish Karn, the Great Creator, searched their sideboard. There's one of those little nuances I wish was a thing. Because Karn's just so dumb. I think this is how he sideboarded the last game. I think I'm just going to follow suit. Like, they were actually around 50% to win that game. Yeah, that's why I wish it was like, because like the text on Karn the Great Creator is like, look into your sideboard or something and like take it. Oh crap. Should we submit this? I think this is fine. Let me pull it up. Oh god, I need. I think this is a mulligan. Like, they just have Tron unimpeded, and they kept the 7. This is much, much better. Turn 2 Sphere, turn 3 Gaddock Teague. Hello, I would like the bigger art. You choose an artifact you own from the game, reveal a card, and put it into your hand. So it's like you look and it doesn't stop, which is kind of tilting. What do you need to do? Tarmogoyf's also a great draw. Hopefully they don't have Wilt. You know, I'm going to do it first. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wish it did. I already know that it doesn't. I just wish it did. Is what I'm trying to say. Because if it did, that'd be gas. So they have turn 3 Tron. Trying to figure out what my sequencing is here. If I play Gaddock Teague, I guess it doesn't matter. Because I would play. I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, so I just need to play Damping Sphere. I guess we can just conserve life here. Because like whatever spell we draw on turn, if we can play Hex Drinker, it's not like we can anyway. So. Yeah, fuck you, Tron. I guess we play Gaddock Teague. It's not like Glyph's any bigger. I could also see just fetching Stoneforge Mystic. But I think Gaddock actually starts attacking quicker. So let's just do that. This is like my insurance policy. In case they like go like green source and then yeah, stops Karn. Yep. That too. Multiple reasons why to play Gaddock instead of Stoneforge Mystic. I do think I play Stoneforge Mystic next turn though. Don't have another land. Just have like 4 Karns and 4 Ugins in hand. And 3 Ugins in hand. Just do that. Sure. They could wilt. They could wilt. What are they trying to do? Okay. Which they can't wilt this. They can't wilt. Wilt is 2 mana. So they can't even wilt this Damping Sphere even if they wanted to. I guess they can now. Damn. So this Stoneforge Mystic's gonna cost 3. Oh, I don't have the Damping Sphere anymore. So I need to fade 1 draw and we can Lurrus. No, I think it's best just to... I'm going to cast Stoneforge Mystic and Tarmogoyf in hand. So I think I'm just going to attack, play the Bauble, and play both my 2 drops. And I'm going to see what they have. They have Ugin. So Ugin is stopped by Gaddock, so I think I just have to play it out. So if they don't cast anything, we can Feast and Famine and like untap and then play Lurrus plus Damping Sphere again. So we're actually in a decent spot. Them cycling is good because they need an answer to this Gaddock. Ugh, Walking Ballista? Oh no! Damn it. Damn it. Path to Exile. Path to Exile 1 time. So now we can go Lurrus, bring back Damping Sphere. And then if they attack, we can just block with Stoneforge Mystic and then bring it back. So we need Path. I didn't board Path out. Okay. They just have more mana. guess I want to see what I have on top. Solid Pride Mage. Pride Mage is kind of slow. I could. They're gonna attack like this. I'm gonna block, destroy it after blocks, and then bring back the Pride Mage again. Oh, yes! Yes. Fuck, try. Oh, yes. That is what I am talking about. So, I'm going to give credit to Dan, one of my buddies I'm enchanting with. I had Seal of Primordium in my deck, and in the sideboard, I think that was in my very first league running this, and he's like, why don't you just click a Solid Pride Mage? And I'm like, you're right, it's so much better. It carries a sword, it has Exalted. It's just, yes. Oh my, and then this is also relevant why I have Damping Spears, more like I have 2-2 split, is because I can bring it back with Lurrus. So I'm glad I was actually able to apply what I thought on paper worked out in practice. Because it's exactly what happened. Like, we kind of put them in a corner where we had a Damping Spear. They had their one of Wilt, and they also cycled the other one, which is funny. But then, like, we just brought it back with Lurrus, and then Gaddock T just, like, locked them out of the game. So good. Let's see. So I would have popped this, untapped, brought it back, equip, play Bauble. I would have had 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I had lethal. What happened with Kasali Pride Mage? They had Wormcoil Engine in play. I played Kasali Pride Mage. I attacked. They blocked the Tarmogoyf. I killed it before damage, so then they took 5. And then I brought it back with Lurrus. So then this set up this turn. This is where they conceded. where I could have end a turn, killed the worm token, untapped, brought back a Solid Primate, killed the other worm, equipped the sword with one of my creatures, and I would have 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I had lethal. So that Solid Primate was just super clutch. Super clutch. This is like on top of just beating Tron, like having kind of like when I was like constructing this deck, theory crafting like, oh, Damping Spear seems better than Fulminator Mage because I can bring it back with Lurrus. Having that actually apply is really good, and then just like, oh, Solid Primate, it's a recurable naturalized relevant here, right? And then Gaddock Teague, one of the cyber cards that I've been kind of advocating in Abzan, paid off here. Like they had 6 cards in hand. Like what did they have? They must have had a bunch of just payoffs, right? Feels good. 2-0 Tron. 2-0. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, and then I'm gonna play this last match. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Give me a second. Always feels good beating Tron. This feeling never gets old. I hate Tron so much with a passion. With a passion. I hate it so much. But I appreciate everyone for tuning in. If you guys want to support the channel, if you guys haven't, you guys can follow me on Twitch. Twitch.tv/KODiamonds. You guys can follow me on Twitter for up-to-date streams. My Twitter is KODiamonds with 22 at the end of it. And if you guys want to see more Abzan and just what other content that I have, I've been streaming a lot of Abzan. I've been streaming this deck a lot lately. It's really fun. And I've been having very positive results with it. So if you guys want more of that content as well as others, you guys can go to my YouTube channel too. It's funny, you either feel the greatest or you feel miserable. I agree. You either feel like you like climbed Mount Everest and you just like conquered life, or you just suck. There's no in between. This hand is super sus. I'm gonna keep it because I'm on the play. I don't know what I want to bobble for yet, so I'm actually gonna wait. I could also bobble my opponent, which actually might just be better. I'll just upkeep it. I can see an argument for also waiting, just because I have the scry effect, but I'll still do it on upkeep. Prairie Stream, so it's like blue eye control. I'm still not sold on what white can give me, but I'm gonna make this just because I want to use my summon that I haven't used yet. Yeah, I'm like really just playing this just because it's fun. Like I kind of concede that it's just like Jund is just better. That being said, like this deck is really fun. Like I'm just doing just because I love the Abzan colors, but like mega yikes. But I will concede that it's better. That Jund and Sultai, anything with Uro is just a better mid-range deck. Kind of want to take the path. So this Teferi nullifies our level up, but I feel like that's okay. I get still because I feel like they're gonna tap out for this Teferi and bounce one of our Hexdrinker, so I want to take the path so the other one is unimpeded. Get a Temple Garden. Obviously, I can get a white source and play my second Hexdrinker. Don't think we need sort of Light and Shadow on the board. Feels actually, yeah, I agree. I kind of on paper I kind of wanted Light and Shadow just because I wanted the protection and just because I think it's pretty decently well positioned. But I agree that I think Light and Shadow is just better in the board. Is not good in the 75. I meant sorry. I'm just not going to play into this remand. I'm just going to let these Hexdrinkers just take over the game. Yeah, Rounsley, my man. I'm glad you did well. So I'm going to split the difference here because this Teferi is just going to bounce it. If they have the path, that feels really bad. They like drew one. Yep. A row? Wow. After watching that break, I think you're... It's my favorite cup. I know, I feel bad that Rhino isn't playable. I feel like Modern's in a better spot if Rhino is playable. What were you going to do? Or Pile, yeah. I guess we can level this guy up just to see if it gets path or anything. Six. I think I like just leveling up here actually to deal 8. Like Teferi bounce. We can. I'm trying to debate if I want to Liliana since their guard is down, or just kind of just go on in these Hexdrinkers. Because they can Teferi bounce, but then that also means like they could also, but then they have remand up too. I think it might be a good opportunity to play a sword, actually. I think I want to play the sword while their guard is down. I could also see playing Liliana while their guard is down. Four, 6. I think I like playing sword, so that way I can just equip it if they do play the Teferi. They're probably gonna balance this guy. Because next year we can level up and equip. So we just need to just have them. We just need to dodge one path. Oh, they have Path. Ooh, okay. Then we're gonna get Mystic Sanctuary for Path Exile. I think that's wrong, because they could have Path and Bounce from Hexdrinker. They should have done that. I should have played around that, too. Maybe that means maybe it would have been better just to go on these Hexdrinkers. They'd be at 6. That's actually probably better. And then if we draw a land, like this Hexdrinker goes up to 8. I think that was incorrect on my end. Because they could have gotten Path and the Path plus Teferi. Oh, I guess they don't have double white. So that makes sense. It all makes sense. I feel like it's best to level this guy up first, just to see what they have. Probably gonna tap, either draw or bounce the sword. Yep. Yep. I wish this was Sword and Fire and Ice, then it would be protected. We'd be a lot better, way better position. Yep. It's really not, actually. You would think it would be, but like, honestly, it's not that bad because it just takes 1 mana to replay it. Hexdrinker is it's one of the reasons why Hexdrinker is actually just better in my opinion. Fatal Push. So I guess I just attack this Teferi down. Oh, yeah. I guess, yeah. If you want to think about it that way. Remand. Teferi is definitely one of the best modern cards. Yep. Just gonna level this guy up all the way, if we can, up to a 4/4. It's fine. That's actually fine for us. I should have gone. Oh no, actually, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Oh no, Field of the Dead. Oh, actually, that's fine because we have Sword of Feast. We're actually okay. We are okay. What is this? So like Bantfield. Oh no. That stops our Hex Drinker too. Yeah, we are dead. They just have Rayman too. Yep. And they get another zombie from this trophy too. That's so bad. I feel that it's just so dumb. And then they're gonna escape this row and they're pretty much dead. Well, now that we know what we're up against, we can plan accordingly, and hopefully we can steal games 2 and 3 with this. Yeah, but it's one of those things where like there's so many different kind of Uro deck, so it's like I wasn't sure if like now that we kind of know the configuration of the deck, like I wasn't sure if they had like Big Teferi, etc., etc. Like I didn't know Uro decks. I feel the dead at this point. Makes sense. Yeah. You got an Uro. Yeah, I haven't seen the Uros. I mean the fields in this deck. That feels bad. Vils, Kaya's Giles, Ashiok seems decent. Fulminator Major seems decent. Bubba, T, it seems like decent. Probably just cut all the removal. Just hope we have Yard Heat against them. Text Drinkers probably just come out just because they just all the Teferis that they have. They can't steal the game, but that KO in your name is king of, not like your name. Yeah, I don't think it's very intuitive. That KO stands for king of. The backstory behind that was I was kind of in like a shitty high school band, and we were the four kings, and I was the king of diamonds, and then that name kind of just stuck. I don't know how much I like Fulminators. I feel like once they get to the point where they have 7 lands, they have Field of the Dead, we're just kind of screwed. I think I just like cut them. I was hoping the king here. I guess that kind of is a giveaway there. Hopefully it's somewhat intuitive there. Maybe just Tremagloyf. My shitty high school band was Stalling Game, and I had a hat with them in. Was Stalling Game? That's a really funny name. Stalling Game. It's interesting. It's pretty funny. I'm a fan. Hopefully games 2 and 3 go better. I feel like we use a lot of our luck beating Tron, but I'll take that. What instrument did you play, Alaska? That's the real question. Backup guitar terribly. That's why we are shitty high school bands, right? It's all the name of fun. As long as you're having fun, it's all that matters. Pull Mulligan to 6. Lead on Inquisition. Teferi, Path, Growth Spiral. So just take the Teferi, pass the turn. I guess we can Thoughtseize Spellbomb next turn, and then our Scavenging Ooze is unimpeded. I mean, power chords is like the definition of punk metal is power chords. To be fair, right? So, like, you're doing it right, I think. You're definitely not doing it wrong. Yeah. I can actually show you my guitar collection. I don't know if you guys can see. But I have a couple of these. And I have like a Les Paul Epiphone down there. My babies. I actually haven't been playing much guitar myself, which is kind of sad. But I feel like I'm enjoying Magic more than guitar, because I'm just so bad at guitar. It's not fun. I'm gonna play Scoos here. I'm just gonna eat this path now. I'm gonna get the threat down. Here, Growth Spiral. Play a Prairie Stream. So we know 2 of the 4 cards in hand. We know 1 of the 3 cards in hand now. You're gonna Uro us? Sure. I'm assuming they have the path then. Lanes. So now we're kind of in a pickle. I guess not, because we can just play this land in Uro. Or Liliana Plus. Yeah, that's plus. I'm afraid they're gonna like Sanctuary back a path, but like that's kind of whatever at this point. Because like if they Sanctuary back a path, like whatever. Like we just have a little that pressure them. I like how we just drew another trophy. So they're just saving this Rainforest. Hopefully we can draw an action spell. That'd be great. Stoneforge Mystic, Lures, Tarmogoyf, Scavenging Ooze, anything like that would be greatly appreciated. Not that. Let's crack Peatland here. I guess we just keep on plussing. Yeah, Skull off the top would not be bad. It wouldn't be. I had a Schecter, Damien 7-string for checking one of those. Oh wow, I like the art, dude. That's sick. That is sick. They did not cast anything. I mean, we're kind of even here. So drawing that clearing isn't bad either. Oh my goodness. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. I like the art, dude. That's pretty sweet. I am a fan. Okay. I'm gonna hold one of the cards to play around Cryptic Command. Does Megadeth have 7-string in their albums? I'm actually not that big of a Megadeth fan. I'm more of a Metallica fan. So that might be a naive question to ask, but I am curious on what the answer is to that. I feel like I like the 80s metal bands, those classic ones, Megadeth, Anthrax, Metallica. Like all those, I feel like they stick with 6-string. Try to figure out if I want a plus here. I think I do, just because I can ult and sack. Just anything. No. Okay. I think this turn I ult Liliana. Or not. Yay. Got there. They could Mystic Sanctuary a Path on top. They do not. Like, this is an obvious not path in hand. I feel like I just ultimate here. Oh, don't tell me they have Veil. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. The one turn that they had, Veil of Summer, is absurd. I didn't want to cast Ioke because I wanted to save it for Cryptic Command next turn, or if they had a card in hand that was like a counterspell, I can... Oh no. Like, there's plenty of reasons to not play this stupid Inquisition of Causal Luck. They have to balance this score. I don't see why they wouldn't. Cause you're. That's so tilting. I still think that's the correct line. Because I guess you wouldn't. No, I guess you're right. Maybe it's just correct just to veil. That's so annoying. Yep. That's so annoying. I think I just keep plusing, I guess. Maybe if they stop running Reclamation, Wilder's Reclamation, maybe we just start running Chokes. We discarded 2 of our trophies already. And the Scoos can't even kill the Jace. Oh, man. Wow. Squad hot deck. Cabal Therapist? No way. That's so funny. Sarah Benevolent. This is spicy. Return target permanent to its owner's hand. Draw a card. Okay. Eat the Cryptic now. Eat the Aether Gust now. And that way in a turn we can Veil of Summer. Eat the Veil of Summer, excuse me. Squadron Hawk is interesting. I guess just Sarah the Benevolent's kind of cool too. How has a Cabal Therapist been? I feel like this kind of deck would like lose to Jund. Oh no. Sword of Feast and Famine. We're just so dead. God, that Veil of Summer is just so good. Ah, Squadron Hawk with Force of Virtue is kind of cute. And Lingering Souls too, while you're at it. That's fair. Just like Recurable discard seems to accessory have a lot of fodder. Do you have Misfill Planes? That's a real question. You don't have Misfill Planes. I wonder if that's worth adding into the deck. I think we're like less than 5% to win this game. Like they have filled with it. Like we need like Sword of Feast of Famine and the top like 20 cards. I just can see. Like it's not. We're not winning that game. We did go 3-2 though, so I'm keeping up with the positive record here. So can't be too bummed about it. I guess I should have IOK'd that turn that I Liliana ultimated, and I would just keep plussing. Yeah, and then I guess I could ultimate then there. Yeah, I think maybe I just overthought myself the turn I ultimate Liliana, and that was just unfortunate. Because then that way we can split their lands. We can put like all of the green sources in one pile. Maybe we can go like Temple Garden, Breeding Pool, and then like a land and have everything else in the other. Or we can go like 3 right sources and then everything else in the other one. I think we were more scared of white than green, I guess. So I think that might have been the pile there. But it's okay. What are you going to do? It's interesting, but I think Lurrus kind of just does that job. Yeah, that's fair. I guess that's fair. Yeah, because Lurrus just bringing back a threat to Cabal Therapist is kind of cute. I do like that. I also like Doom Traveler with the Cabal Therapist. I see the synergy there. It's kind of cool. Alrighty. That was a long league thanks to the first 2 matches, I think. Or the first match in general. Me going into the game on 58 seconds. Did they hit Jace off Veil Draw as well? Maybe. I think it was that turn that they played the Jace the following turn. So I got like super max punished. But I guess you just live and learn. I think now that I think about it, Roundsley, I think you are 100% correct in that I should have Inquisition first. I was just kind of just playing around Cryptic Command. But if they have Cryptic Command, I guess we're kind of shit in the water anyway. I don't know. I think it's one of those like hindsight is 20/20 situations, and maybe it is correct to just English in there just to be sure, right? I don't know. It's hard. But for now, I appreciate everyone for tuning in. I'm scared of freaking Valorant. I know, okay, anyways. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think you're right. I think I was just flat out wrong there. But again, like you live and you learn, right? And this is why I stream, right? So then like I can play it and like people can kind of point out what I did wrong. And I think that kind of feedback live while you're playing is valuable. And that's why I really appreciate everyone who tunes into the chat and contributes, because that's how I personally get better at Magic. And I will always be appreciative of people who, obviously it's always fun talking shit, and that's like, that's the fun side of things. But then when people point out lines that I missed or just mistakes that I made, that's the value that I get out of it personally. And it makes, like, I've noticed that when I started streaming, like, my game went from really shitty to like somewhat shitty. Like, it's still bad, but like it's like I've noticed that like my level of play just increased a lot. And that's just all attributed to streaming, and that's why I appreciate every one of you guys who tunes in and live, right? Everyone who tunes in on YouTube, I also appreciate as well. But it goes to show that that's the kind of thing that I truly appreciate. Again, I really appreciate everyone for tuning in. The reason why I'm looking to the left is I am looking for someone to stream. To raid. So again, if you guys want to support my channel, you guys can follow me on Twitch. You guys can follow me on Twitter. And you guys can follow my YouTube channel if you guys want my old content. All that information is on the bottom of the screen. The only modern person that I've found is this dude. He's playing Storm. Thanks again, Poison. I really appreciate it for you tuning in as always. This is kind of obnoxious that we're gonna raid the Storm guy, but he's the only modern player. So let's raid some more modern, right? It's either arena or something else. Pioneer. But again, appreciate it for tuning in. I think my next stream is gonna be on Tuesday. So if you guys are going to want to come hang out, watch some more Abzan, Tuesday it is. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Stay safe, stay healthy. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.